Today is June 8th, one of our favorite topics. It is entitled About Your Mind. You know a bit about your mind, don't you? You're going to learn a little bit more about your mind. The way your mind takes control of your life is that it pretends to be you and then makes you think you are in control. Now, this is a simple concept. You've probably noticed that when your mind says something, you take it pretty seriously, don't you? Yeah, most of us do. Now, Srila Prabhupada taught us the art of not taking the mind seriously when the mind is not seriously engaging you in Krishna consciousness. He taught the art of neglect. He taught the art of capturing the mind in a trap. And, just don't trust it. Just trap it and lock it up. But neglect is maybe easier, more useful. You can just avoid thinking about it. So, now, yes. So, when the mind says something, we generally jump. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's what I want. You want this. The mind says you want it. Not the intelligence, the mind. And then we say, yeah, that's what I want. It's not what you want, it's what the mind wants. Mind, lust, remember Bhagavad Gita? Lust, anger, and greed, where does it sit? One of the places it sits is in the mind. Even in the intelligence, which is kind of scary, isn't it? That lust, anger, and greed would sit, or maybe it's just lust. Either one's bad enough. It would sit in the mind and the intelligence. You think, okay, it's sitting in the mind, the intelligence can work through it, but sometimes the intelligence is infected. But generally, the mind is the sitting place of this, I want it, I need it, I have to have it, this idea. And so, because we identify with the mind, when the mind says, I want this, we think we're speaking, that's like the soul speaking, isn't it? Think about it. The mind says, do this, go here, go here, go here, do this, do that, you want this, you don't want that. And it's like gospel truth, we just do it. So that means we're not distinguishing ourselves as spirit soul from the mind. So what this quote is saying is, the mind has captured your identity, it's stolen your identity, and it's making you think it's you, and that way you will listen to it. Think about it, isn't it true? The mind is thinking, making you think, that you are the mind. And if you are the mind, that means what the mind says is what you're saying. And that means whatever the mind tells you to do, that's what you want to do, and therefore you should do it. Does that make sense? It's an interesting concept. The mind stealing our identity. So, we obviously know that's not true, but we don't act like it's not true. So, whenever your mind says, go here, look at this, eat that, listen to that, you can think, if you remember, that my mind has captured my identity. And it's not me that wants that, it's just the mind. I don't have to do it. I'm not the mind, so I don't have to do it. I could do what I, as spirit soul, would rather do. Isn't that empowering? You don't have to listen to your mind. I mean, that's like amazing. That could change everything, right? If you just understood that. Of course, we understand it theoretically, but the point of this quote today is, by action, normally we're acting as if we are the mind. Not only are we acting as that our personality is our identity, and then whatever that mind says, that's just it. That's who we are, and then we act for that. So, unfortunate as it is, that's a reality. So try to remember that, and when you're being carried away, just think, it's not me that's carrying this desire, it's just the mind, and I can neglect it. And if you do, you'll be one happy devotee. Hare Krishna.